enforcement career in 2020 with the Milwaukee County Sheriff's Office. I was there for about 3.5 years before coming here in November of 2023. When I was at Milwaukee, I was in the court system for about a year and a half, and I was on the freeway for a year and a half. When I came over here, I was on third shift, general relief, so I was just bouncing all over the county, filling in where deputies were needed. At the beginning of this year, when Deputy Schmidt left to be the SRO for Arrowhead, I was asked if I wanted this position, and I said absolutely. So I have a wife, we have a kid on the way, and yeah, excited to work here for you guys. So
yeah. Thank you, and welcome to Vernon.
yeah, thank you very much.
Thanks for your service.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Look forward to seeing you around.
Yes, thanks for the support.
Hopefully without the lights on behind you. All right, we do have it working now. We're on YouTube. So.
Awesome, thank you. That's awesome. Okay. Keith Null, S64 W24720 Susan Street. I'm upset about the brush pickup. I talked to the DPW director this morning about it. I know it's probably not a big deal, but it is a big deal for a lot of older citizens, which I'm getting there now. So that's one complaint that I have. It's been a great thing that we've had here in the village, and now a lot of old people. I talked to an old person today, and he's like, no, so now I gotta fill up my car and bring it down here. It seems like nothing, it seems like a little thing, but we're doing away with a service for the old people. The next thing I got down is, it's just interesting how things went down here in December. Karen, you basically went from, you got a 36% raise, which is awesome. That's very nice, I'm very happy for you. You've been on the job for 90 days now. I just want to know if the village board has some goals and objectives for her now that she's making this huge salary, which is more than, I know she's a clerk administrator, but hopefully you have goals and objectives for her, because it's a lot of money. It's a great deal for you, Karen. You had a hard time working at St. Joe's. That was a tough deal for you at the time. And I know you're laughing, and I'm sure you think it's funny, but there's people that know. So, but with that being said, you know, maybe you can work on giving up part of your salary for the fire department. That would be great. Maybe for their pancake breakfast, or for the showers that they need. And come on. Really? They're taking showers at the chief's house? Is that really a true statement? I hope to God that's not true. That is really sad. Yes, they need showers, but I hope that didn't really happen. But anyway, I said my piece. I've been thinking about this for a few days, and sorry, Karen, but you're making a lot of money, and I hope you can carry through with the job. So we were finally seeing the minutes come through, finally, right? That's awesome. That's a part of the job. They weren't there previously. I know there's a lot of blame on Brad previously, and that's fine. You know, there's always got to be a scapegoat. I work at a place where we have lots of scapegoats, so I understand it. But anyways, thank you, and I appreciate your time. Good luck, Sheriff.
Yes, thank you.
I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Are there any other public comments? Seeing nobody rushing forward. Move on to miscellaneous matters. First one, Jose Guerrero, contesting Vernon invoice numbers 93455 and 94126.
He's not here.
He's not here, is he?
No.
All right, let's just table this one for a while, see if he shows up. And
Is there a limit? We table, how long we table?
oh, well,
Just kind of play by
We
ear.
go
Yeah.
through miscellaneous matters, and if he doesn't hear by them, then table it for the next meeting.
Okay.
legal services required by village board adopted on September 7th, 2023. That was dealing with all the items we had our attorney reviewing.
And the only thing, excuse me, Mr. President, the only thing the board did take off was the review of minutes. What I did is, in the packet, is I put the old memo that the board adopted, and then I put the new memo based upon your discussion at the last meeting. And the only thing I took off was the attorney's review of the minutes. But I just wanted to put that forth if there's any other changes you wanted to make.
I think we added also, as requested by the administrator for notices for public hearings.
Yeah.
And we took off review of the minutes for plan commission also, correct?
Yeah, all minutes.
Okay.
Because he was reviewing fire department minute, fire commission minutes, any of the committee minutes that we had, he was reviewing those. And the bad thing is, we're behind, well, we're catching up years. So, you know, I don't know what he's been reviewing because, I mean, we're just starting now to catch up, but to pay him for minutes that are 2 years old or a year old, that's kind of silly. So, I mean, if there's a legal issue that he needs to look at the minutes, that's a different scenario, you know.
Well, yeah, I think most of the time the minutes do not need to be reviewed by the attorney and charged $30 a review. So
I'll just add that one narrative, Dylan, in regards to it as requested by the administrator clerk, as needed. I rarely would I need legal advice on a public hearing. But I know in the past there's been residents that have been charged for 20 reviews, well, at least 13 reviews of a public hearing, and that poor resident had to pay for that.
So, need a motion to approve changes in the legal services.
Yes.
Is there a motion to that effect?
I'll make that motion.
Motion made by trustee Pecca. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Second by trustee Newman. Any further discussion? All in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Proposal for municipal services for DPW supplies and village floor mats.
We put RFPs out. You see the two that are in your packet from Cintas and the company we have now that Virtus took over Airmark. And we tried to get other companies in here, but we are so small that nobody's really interested. But the DPW director did prefer the Cintas proposal over the Vestas proposal. The other thing, we'd like to negotiate with them to see if we can purchase our own mats and have them come less often. They like to come every week, but we don't have the staff. And I think we bought these mats, these blue mats, probably 10 years ago. And for what you pay to have those clean, you could buy mats, you could buy a lot of mats. So that's something else we're exploring, but in the interim to that, if the board could approve the proposal from Cintas, that's the one that Brett Bartels, our DPW director, would like to go with because of the price. And they have really good service also.
Is this a year contract with them or?
Agreement, yes.
Okay, is there a motion to approve the contract to use Cintas for?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
Motion made by trustee Finch, second by trustee Newman. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Staff meeting date to discuss Vernon employee manual.
Mr. President, the employees were asking when the board was going to get back to that, and I don't know if the board would want to wait till you have another person on the board, or if you'd like to set a date. Remember, at the budget time, we talked about it, but we were so busy trying to do a budget without having any reconciled bank recs, you know, because everything was going so well here previously. We just didn't have time to go through all the issues that it's mainly the DPW guys would, you know, like the board to talk about. So I wanted to put that out to you and to see what the board would like to do. Do you want to set a meeting to sit down and discuss? There's not a lot of things, but there are some things that they wanted you to take a look at.
I think it'd be best if we waited until after the election when we have the,
I would agree. When does the next person start, the 16th or something like that?
Yeah, it would be your first meeting would be the current board, and then your second meeting would be with your new, you have at least another trustee on board. And I'll just tell the guys that, you know, what I'll do is get everything typed up that they want to talk about, and if there's anything that I miss, I'll ask them, and Brett's going to talk to them also, and then we'll get something all typed up and do a red line of the actual contract now, the actual employment manual we have, and then you guys can take it from there. Does that sound good?
sounds like a plan.
Okay, sounds good. I'll just note that for the record, Mr. President.
Center Bridge project.
Nothing to report except for the fact that they are doing it at the end of April. They're starting at the end of April until probably October. So it's
Better than April 1st.
oh my God, if you see all the road projects that are going on now, I mean, it's unbelievable. 164 is going to be closed. Well, I'll do that in my report, but the bridge project will start at the end of April.
I was worried they were gonna start on April 1st for the election.
Right, and that's one thing the board said, you know, talk to the DOT, but they're just getting their things together. The engineers are coming out here. They're gonna spot their trailers out at the village hall here, the engineers that are working on the project, so, and they're gonna do all the signage for Center Drive and the river. We put that in the bid that, because there's only certain parts of the river that they'll be able to go through, and they're working with the DNR to get that all marked, whether it's ice or, you know, because it still could be ice, there could be ice in April, who knows? Yeah, but that's all, Mr. President and board members.
All right, since Jose Guerrero hasn't showed up yet, is there a motion to table his item to the next board meeting?
I'll make that motion.
Made by trustee Newman, second by trustee Pecca. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Opposed, motion passes unanimously. Correspondence and announcements and reports. I'll go first, since I've been out of town, I've been out of the loop, and I have nothing to report at this time. Trustee Pecca?
Well, when I was on I-94 going west near Highway 67, I'm happy to see that the VA Center by American Family Field opened up an outpatient clinic out in Oconomowoc, and I believe it's on Highway 67 or whatever. And what I really like about that is a lot of our veterans may be older where it could be hard for them to drive on the freeway, especially if they have a 8 o'clock appointment in the morning. So I think if they go to the one in Oconomowoc, I think they would have much easier driving.
Anything else?
Nope, that's all.
Thank you. Trustee Finch?
Yeah, I'd like to say something about the brush pickup. I'm still in favor of the brush pickup. We were talking in the meeting here not too long ago, where it's easier for our DPW to do it in the fall. The spring is harder to get it done. Fall will work that way. I'll be pushing to have brush pickup in the fall.
Trustee Newman?
Yeah,
DPW Director's report, that was emailed to us.
Right.
Been busy filling potholes.
Yeah.
Village Administrator Clerk report.
Just wanted to let you know that in your packet, I put all the information, the Vernon Marsh restoration, the Fox River, Southeastern Wisconsin Fox River Commission had allocated $200,000 to do some work in the Vernon Marsh to keep it in its embankment. I put all that information in your packet. Put the information on the I-43 Rock Freeway drawings from I-83 to 164. I thought the interchange, Tammy's gonna put this all up on the website. I've seen roundabouts, but I didn't see V-bouts. And it's got 4 V-bouts before and after the bridge. And this meeting is going to be the meeting before you gentlemen meet with the public for the fire department referendum. So that their meeting will be from 5 to 7, then we come from 7 to whenever to do. But that should be a good meeting. I put information in your packet on the governor's budget. I put information in your packet from the League of Municipalities legislative agenda. It was very interesting. Towns Association also had some good information in regards to the governor's budget. Put your North Prairie Joint Municipal Court January 2025 report. Just wanted to let everybody know that absentee voting will begin in the village of Vernon on March 18th to the 28th. The hours are from 8 to 3:30. I will be doing absentee voting on Saturday, March 22nd from 8 till 1 p.m. If those times don't work for you, please call me and I can legally make an appointment for you to come in the evening or sometime when it's convenient to vote. I also put in your packet a thank you from Logan for the Eagle Scout project. He sent that really cute, nice thank you to the board for his Eagle Scout project. He was very thankful for the board. And also, the 164 construction notices, the Henneberry Avenue to Danoon Road. Highway 164 is going to be completely closed. Yeah, from April to, I think they said, mid-March to late fall. And they have, this is going up on the website also. I know when Brett and I have gone to their meetings, they never once, we thought they'd always going to leave one side of the road open, but they're not. They're closing it, and they have the detour routes. I'll email that to you gentlemen also, the detour routes, but it will be up on our website and Facebook also.
That's starting soon then.
Right. We had a meeting Monday. They're, letting people know what's all going to happen, so. So that's all I have, Mr. President and board members.
Okay. Finances, accounts payable. We'll do
The revised.
for the third time.
What's the revised number?
The revised number for batch 2025-0306 is $116,645.62. Is there a motion to approve?
I'll make the motion to approve the accounts payable in the amount of $116,645.62.
My only question is, where did the extra 9,000 come in? What was it?
If you see on the report, you'll see all the ones that, I put that in your report so you could see all the voided. I just wanted to get to. I thought it was more than that. It does say 116.
Yeah, it said 116 twice.
Right. Yep, I see it too. So what you said, it was there's a $9,000 difference. I know the attorney bill, there was one attorney bill that she had listed for $43,000, that was taken out. Oh, and the other amount is for, she had paid the assessor a double because we were 2 months behind on, we didn't pay the January or February. So I had her void, that was a $6,000 check that was replaced with a $3,000 check. That's where the difference comes in. We owed Cal for March, not for, we had paid in the last board meeting, we paid for January and February. and this APs would be paying for March. So instead of 6,000, it was 3. And the attorney, bill, she paid a bill for 4,000, and it really should have been 3,500. So that was taken out also.
Okay.
Dylan, did anybody second that motion? I do.
Not yet, I'm not sure.
No.
I can second it.
All right, motion was made by trustee Finch, second by trustee Pecca. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes unanimously. And we have some manual checks.
There is a new manual check report in front of you. 2 of the payments for waste management need to be made. And there's also the postage that was a manual check for $1,861. And then Mike Solecki, I don't think anybody's aware that he had his credit card has been destroyed. I cut it up personally, but he must have had a small balance, and they don't send. We had logged into his account and saw that it had late fees on there, so we made a formal request to have that removed. So we're waiting to hear back from Capital One. The bill was for $45, and they said they would only allow me to pay for $36.46. That's all while they're looking through the whole account.
Okay.
And what they will do, if they give a credit, they'll just credit the village for, how you see credits on Capital One, you can use it for, anything you purchase. So you won't lose any money.
All right.
So the total for manual checks is $87,456.85.
85 then?
Yes.
That's what the tape total says, Jeff?
Yeah. I'll make a motion to approve the manual checks in the amount of $87,456.85. Is there a second?
Second that.
Second by trustee Newman. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes unanimously.
Got a lot of board minutes.
I was surprised to see a lot. First minutes are from March 21st, 2024. Nothing like almost a year old. My question on these minutes, Karen, at the end when they say submitted by Brad Calder, I mean, he didn't submit these.
No, in fact, that should be changed, because Lynn Barnacle is doing, and Sue Fisher.
Okay.
So I did ask them, so that would be changed.
Okay.
Because, in fact, on my plan commission minutes, you're gonna see my name is signed as administrator clerk, but in the minutes, I'm the president. So there'll be some annotation so that somebody reading it, so, well, how could she be president, then she's taking the minutes? It does say on the agendas that were public, that they're not in the packet, they weren't done. It says that if anybody looks historically at our agendas, there were no minutes in the packet, so the board or commission couldn't approve anything. So those will be signed by either Lynn Barnacle or Sue Fisher, based upon who did the minutes.
Okay. That was my only question on them.
So that would, if the board does choose to approve it, just change the signature name of the deputy that did those. I'm working on plan commission minutes. Sue and Lynn are working on village board minutes.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to approve.
With that one
I'll make a
change.
motion to approve those with those changes.
Which one?
March 21st.
Okay, I'll second it.
Motion made by trustee Newman, second by trustee Finch. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion? Opposed? Motion passes unanimously. We got April 4th, 2024. And we'll have the same issue on those also.
Change the signature.
Yeah.
Well, I'll make another motion to approve the April 4th, 2024 minutes with the same changes.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Seconded by trustee Finch. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All in favor of the motion? Opposed? Motion passes unanimously. April 18th. I was not present, so I will abstain from voting on these.
On what one?
April 18th.
And when did that come on board, Jeff?
18th.
Yeah, you would have, that was your first meeting.
Okay.
18th.
Yeah, you were there, Jay.
Well, I'll make a motion to approve April 18th, 2024 village board minutes.
Is there a second?
I can
Second by trustee Pecca. Any discussion? All in favor of the motion? Opposed? Motion passes unanimously with one abstention. Moving on to May 20th. Or no,
That's right.
May 2nd.
May 2nd.
Oh, what is it?
What is it?
In the packet, it says May 2nd.
As opposed to May 20th here?
Yeah.
Was it May 2nd?
I'm flipping.
Huh?
Yeah, it is May 2nd.
Okay.
It's got an extra zero there. May 2nd.
Cross the zero out.
Yep.
Since that was my birthday, I'll go ahead and approve the minutes for May 2nd, 2024.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Second by Newman. Trustee Newman. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Excuse me. July 18th, 2024 minutes.
I'll make a motion to approve the, what was it, July 18th,
Mm-hmm.
2024 minutes.
With the changes of who submitted them.
With the correct deputy.
Yeah.
Yep. I have that on, excuse me, Mr. President, I'll have that on
Okay.
all these.
Yeah, all,
Mm-hmm.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Second by trustee Finch. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion? Opposed? Motion passes unanimously.
And these I signed, Jeff, the February 20th, signed by myself. 2020-25.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from February 20th, 2025. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Second by trustee Newman. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All in favor of the motion? Opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Moving on to announcements. March 12th, we'll have our village board and plan commission meeting at 6 o'clock. March 20th, village board meeting at 6 p.m. And then the following meetings are at the Vernon Fire Station number 1 on the corner of 164 and I-43 there. March 13th, from 5 to 7 p.m., we'll have the I-43 DOT Rock Freeway Pavement Replacement Public Involvement Meeting. And then right after that, we'll have the Vernon Public Information Meeting for the April 1st $700,000 referendum to increase the levy to retain and recruit Vernon Fire Department personnel. And on March 19th, we'll have another Vernon Public Information Meeting with the $700,000 referendum. And also again on March 26th. And then the spring brush drop off is the month of May. Vernon residents may drop brush off Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 3 p.m. and Saturdays from 8 a.m. till noon. There's no drop off on Memorial Day weekend, May 24th through the 26th, and the village will reopen at 7 a.m. on May 27th. All right, notice to go into our closed session.
I'll make a motion to go into closed session.
This will require a roll call vote.
Yep, they have to make the motion first.
Motion made by trustee Newman,
I'll
second by trustee Finch.
Roll call vote, President Jeff Millies,
Aye.
trustee Jay Pecca,
Aye.
trustee Gary Finch,
Aye.
trustee Dylan Newman.
Aye.
Mr. President, note for the record that your village board voted unanimously by roll call vote to go into closed session at 6:37 PM. Well, Joe.
Pleasure meeting you.
Pleasure meeting everybody. See you at
Bye,
the next
Joel.
one.
Stay safe out there.
Thank you.